Why do Americans love big pickup trucks? My friends, 3 months ago, more or less, I was in Texas, and the amount of pickup trucks I saw, it's impressive. I believe it's probably the most common type of car in Texas, at least in San Antonio. Again, my personal experiences, but one thing is for sure, there is a lot of pickup trucks in America. This does not happen here in my country at all. I have a feeling that does not happen in Europe at all. And I want to understand why Americans are so obsessed with pickup trucks, even though, my friends, I'm going to be honest right now, there is a couple there that are so damn beautiful. The Ford F-150 Raptor, the Chevrolet Silverado. Oh man, my friends, I was driving a Mustang, but I felt that there was amazing pickup trucks there that I would love to drive. Ram also had a couple of amazing ones. But again, before I go into this, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like, thank you so much. Is the best way to show support. Now, if you can subscribe, well, in that case, forget about it. You know what, my friends? I'm live on Twitch, by the way. This is new, and also on YouTube. But if you don't follow me on Twitch, link below. I hope to see you there. I go live there almost every day. That said, they are saying what? You make my day. You make my day. You make my day. My friends, you guys really make my day. And I appreciate if you follow me here, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel or my... All the links will be below for the social media stuff. And there is a donation right now that I'm going to take a look. So sorry for that. Thank you.
Where my aunt lives, it gets down to 51C or 65F.
Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that. And again, at the moment I'm recording this, it's crazy cold in America. I hope everyone is safe. Let's play it.
Why are pickups popular worldwide? And why is there so little appetite for these vast vehicles in Europe?
I mean, I can think about a couple of things. Roads, very small. Parking lots, very small. Houses, sometimes they have... If there is a garage, that's already a good thing. And to put a massive car, not cars, inside of the garage sounds crazy difficult. So I think Europe is not that prepared for this type of cars.
Sure, they're gas guzzlers, polluters, climate offenders. And yet, they're a global phenomenon, especially in the US.
You weren't even born and raised in the same part of the country.
Well, friends, even in New York, I saw a couple of pickup trucks there.
But look how similar you are. Look at what you do.
It even has an in-trailer camera, so I can make sure my boy didn't pull a fast one on me. Move twice if you're good. Just because I got a new truck doesn't mean I'm not going to pay attention to you. Kids.
For Americans, it always has to be bigger and wackier.
But come on. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back and take a look at the ads.
But look how similar you are. Look at what you do.
It's a beautiful car. That Ford is beautiful.
It even has an in-trailer camera, so I can make sure my boy didn't pull a fast one on me. Move twice if you're good. Just because I got a new truck doesn't mean I'm not.
Oh, my friends, this is the Chevrolet, the Chevy Silverado, right? Am I correct on this? Is this the Silverado? This is... I was so impressed in America when I saw one of those. They are beautiful. They are beautiful.
I pay attention to you. Kids.
For Americans, it always has to be bigger and wackier.
Okay. Is that double wheel or is just four wheels on the back? Just because.
It has to be bigger.
Oh my god. 6 wheels.
And wackier.
What the hell?
Almost as post-apocalyptic as the new Cybertruck from Tesla.
I saw a couple of those also. More than I would imagine. Actually, I believe I may have seen. I saw 2 in New York and in Texas, maybe 3 or 4. So you see them. This car is a good example. This car is illegal in Europe because of the size.
Why don't they make them normal sized?
Well, miss, we did just that. Introducing the all-new Chevy Goliath. It's not just a truck, it's a lifestyle.
Okay, of course, that's a bit of an exaggeration. But there's also some
Yeah, but that's real.
truth to it. Trucks like these really do exist.
I saw
But they're simply
specific Ram. I saw a couple of times the double wheel pickup truck. The brand was Ram pickup truck.
not popular
Double.
in Europe. They're too big, too bulky,
Yeah.
not suitable for small roads.
My friends, even if I had the money to buy this beautiful pickup truck, I'm gonna assume this is maybe what 70K or something. I know it's a lot, but even if I had the money for that, it would be a nightmare for me to drive this here. It's not practical at all. I would struggle to drive this, to park this, but it's gorgeous. I mean, if I was living in America, I'm pretty sure I would try to own a pickup truck. Maybe not the last model, because again, they are so expensive, but maybe one with 10 years or something. I assume, or 20 years. I assume that they will be quite cheaper now.
So why are pickups
Raptor is like 115K. Oh, that's a small apartment. What?
too bulky, not suitable for small roads? So why are pickups so popular worldwide, even though they're actually outdated in these times of climate change? This is the most popular pickup truck of all time, the Ford F-150, with over 40 million sold worldwide since 1948. Only one vehicle is more popular, the Toyota Corolla. The world's best-selling vehicle of all time has sold over 50 million units. But back to pickups.
In other hand, Toyota Corolla is very famous here.
Almost 2.7 million of these were sold in the US alone in
Jesus.
2022. That's
GMC. This was another brand that I saw a lot in America. This is thick.
1 in 5 vehicles, and advertising is fueling the trend.
Let's give them a minute.
That means 44% of all pickups worldwide
Oh, that's fake. No, there is no way. Come on, what is this?
were sold in the US, but they're also popular in South America.
E é aí que você se pergunta.
Pera, mas é
Oh my god, the guy is speaking Portuguese. He's a Brazilian guy, but they speak Portuguese. The accent is quite different, of course. Okay, I'm gonna translate, my friend. See? I'm gonna translate for you, for free.
E é aí que você se pergunta.
And this is now when you ask yourself.
pera, mas é versátil?
Be it
Wait, but is okay, there is subtitles. Sorry.
in Brazil or Mexico,
SUV o pickup?
Sí.
You see?
and above all, in Asia.
おはようございます。竹松です。このハイラックスのオーナーです。
In Asia, really? I didn't expect that.
非日常的な素晴らしい時間を与えてくれる車だと思っています。
After the US, the most pickups were sold in Thailand, Canada,
My friends, this is like the military graph, you know. America, you can change this and put US military budget. The graphic looks like this also. The countries will be different, but the gap from America, the gap that America have to the other countries is basically the same. Damn. Thailand, Canada, this is American influence for sure. China, Brazil, Australia, Japan, and Indonesia.
were sold in Thailand, Canada, China, and
What is
Brazil.
Portugal?
No European countries made the list.
Oh.
The roads in Europe are narrower, and there are hardly
No,
any
it's-
parking spaces for such.
it's impossible, basically.
Large pickups. Unlike in Australia, South Africa, and North and South America. The world's second largest market for pickups is Thailand. Advertising is more playful there than in the US, but still successful.
What the hell? It's a Mitsubishi. Very good brand also.
They're everywhere, used for all kinds of transportation. Absolutely all kinds.
Yeah, I didn't. This, my friends, I didn't saw in Texas.
In Thailand, almost every second vehicle sold, 47%, is a pickup. Then comes Chile with 24%, just ahead of Canada, South Africa, and Australia.
Okay.
Pickups have long been more than just work vehicles. They're considered cool, a lifestyle product. Also, thanks to advertising. The main clientele? Older men who want to be young and hip again.
Really?
It was so salty.
All right.
Bye-bye.
88.
That's completely different here, my friends. If you want, thank you for the follow, my friend. If you want, when people are at their 40s, 50s, and they have that middle-age crisis, they go for a convertible, not for a pickup truck.
Percent of buyers in the US are male. It's clear that advertising is trying to
But I saw actually a lot of women driving pickup trucks in America.
change that.
For the first time ever, we've completely reimagined the automobile. Introducing the men's only Ford Explorer. With no windshield wipers, no heater, no turn signals. Wait, no rear view mirror? No GPS? Are you kidding? It's missing all the parts created by women. Wow. Whose great idea was that? This Women's History Month, Ford salutes the visionary automotive work by women past, present, and future.
Speaking of the legendary Ford, it's the best-selling pickup in the world. And what's
Thank you for the
more,
follow.
the best-selling motor vehicle in the US.
I think Ford, is probably the. If I had to think about, Ford is probably the most common pickup truck that I saw. Different models, but I would say Ford is number one. Chevrolet, number two.
And has been for half a century. The F-Series, ranging from 5.3 to 7 meters, has been around since 1948. The F-100 with a new body shape was launched in 1962. For the first time, the model was also sold outside the US on the North American continent. This marked the start of its international success.
The all-new Ford pickup works like a truck, rides like a car. Twin-eyed.
My friends, Chevy, I mean, you can see a couple of Chevys on the road, but it's not a common brand here. Ford, in other hand, is quite common.
Beam suspension is the reason. It lets each wheel work individually to smooth.
Right, my friends, I have to go here. Sorry, there is a problem with donations today. Say it,
I
my
think
friend.
you would like the Dodge Ram commercials from the late 90s to early 2000s.
Okay, my friend, I will take a look. But honestly, the Dodge Ram I saw a couple. I don't know the models again, but I saw a couple of them that they are gorgeous.
Without even the most rugged roads.
And I also like the fact that they make the Dodge Challenger. That car is so sick.
Pardon me, sir. Which way is the country club?
3 miles down past the gas station.
In the middle of the flower power era, Ford launched a revamped version of the F-100 in 1968. It appealed to a different clientele.
Hey, California, let's hear it for Ford's new...
But to be honest, my friends, maybe again it's because I'm seeing this in 2026. But this type of models, they look for people that work at construction. Nowadays, it's not. They look very premium, you know. You see those new pickup trucks and you can imagine it's a very expensive car. Here, my friends, I don't have this feeling.
Version of the F100 in 1968. It appealed to a different clientele.
Hey, California, let's hear it for Ford's new Courier. Courier 76 is coming on strong.
And of course, only 2 seats, which is a big deal, right? I mean, now they are family cars.
With the best gas mileage rating of any pickup in America. A new roomy cab and new options like a 5-speed shift. And a new soft ride package.
In 1987, the design became even more angular, the engine's more massive, a 7.3-liter diesel with 130 kilowatts. And it was the...
But again, I'm talking a lot of this, but seems like these type of cars end up being amazing for their time. So it's always difficult to put things in contest, you know what I mean? Because back in the day, maybe this was the car.
First pickup to come with an anti-lock braking system as standard.
You know what? I like this design, actually.
In 1995, the 9th generation expanded the line to include the F350 Super Duty. It had a payload of 2,600 kilos and a towing capacity of 8.7 tons. Then came the 13th generation in 2014, for the first time with an aluminum-intensive body and again with V6 engines. Generation 14 of the F-Series has been on the road since 2020, and now it's also available as an all-electric version, the F-150.
Electric? Hell no, my friends. If you want one of those... No, my friends. This is honestly crazy. Electric. Buy a Tesla. What if you drive this because you don't care about, you know, the weather? Global warming, forget about that. Climate change, fake. What is this, my friends? If you drive one of those, come on.
Series has been on the road since 2020, and now it's also available.
I would never buy an electric one. Real talk, I would be okay driving a Tesla, but never this. As electric, no.
Available as an all-electric version, the F-150 Lightning.
Yikes.
Still, Ford is only in second place in global pickup sales.
Why would you buy a Tesla? Tesla sucks. My friend, Tesla is one of the best brands when it comes to electric cars. I know there is amazing Chinese electric cars nowadays, but Tesla is still top 3, easy. Maybe number 1 still.
Just slightly behind Toyota. The Toyota Hilux is a success worldwide, like Ford is in the US.
The ID is number 1.
And the Toyota Tacoma is a model specially designed for the North American market. Also made in Japan, the Nissan Navara, another international bestseller. In Germany, on the other hand, Mercedes failed in its attempt.
Jeez, I didn't even know that Mercedes did this. What is this, Mercedes?
To join the competition with an X-Class pickup. The model was discontinued in 2020 with only...
No, that looks weird. I don't associate Mercedes with that. That looks weird.
30,000 units sold. So the pickup hasn't exactly been a hit among the Germans thus far. VW had better luck with the Amarok, which has been on the market since 2010.
You guys know how you say this, the name of this brand, VW? How do you guys say it? I'm going to say it for you. Volkswagen.
While the truck has sold 830,000 units worldwide, only a fraction of that amount actually hit the roads in Northern Europe. VW spent 13 years tinkering with the second generation.
You know what? Looks kind of nice.
Of the Amarok, which incidentally is named after a gigantic wolf in Inuit mythology. And with a length of 5.35 meters, it's...
You know what? I can buy one of those. Maybe. Volkswagen is one of the most popular brands here, VW. But we say Volkswagen, to be fair.
Quite a bit smaller than Ford's F-Series. The new VW Amarok was developed jointly with Ford. It simply wouldn't have been worthwhile for the Germans to do it alone. Vehicles from both companies are produced at the Ford plant in Silverton, South Africa, and shipped from there. The collaboration with Ford should lead to considerable efficiency gains for both manufacturers. VW is hoping to sell 50 to 60,000 units made there. A mere sliver compared to the global market, because the worldwide demand for pickups
Damn, the suspension right there, it was crazy.
just keeps on rising. Global sales of almost 109 billion euros are expected in 2024, with almost 2/3 of that in the US. This makes it the undisputed #1 pickup country on the planet. And Europe? Well, that remains only a niche market for pickup manufacturers.
Yeah, but it is true.
Instead, the somewhat smaller SUVs have prevailed here. But whether pickups or SUVs, the trend towards large, prestigious cars continues unabated. In these times of climate change, is that really in the best interests of the planet?
Okay, the climate change. Yeah, SUVs is I believe is the most common type of cars sold right now in Europe. But they are not as big as the SUVs you guys have in America. But yeah, people are also liking big cars here. No, don't think it's that different, you know. Great video, friends.